Alright, let's start talking about parallel lines cut by a transversal. Alright, parallel lines cut by a transversal. First of all, a transversal is a straight line that connects or cuts across two or more parallel lines. Alright, so here we have what? Two parallel lines. In mathematics, we represent parallel lines. In mathematics, in science as well, we represent what? Parallel lines as what? Straight lines with arrows on them. So if two lines have the same type of arrows on them, you know that these two lines are parallel. So these are what? Parallel lines. Now a straight line that what? Connects or cuts across what? The two parallel lines is called a transversal. Now, so what we have are the what? Parallel lines, and the straight line cutting across them is called a transversal. What else? Now whenever two straight lines meet, angles are going to be formed, don't it? So if you look carefully, you see that around this intersection, four angles are formed. A, B, C, and what? B. Around this intersection, four angles are also what formed? E, F, G, and H. Now, let us see what happens when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Number one, when parallel lines are cut by a transversal, one, corresponding angles around each intersection are equal. Now, corresponding angles are angles which are in the same position. Alright, would you agree with me if I say that A is the top left angle? Let me know?
Yes, sir.
Up here, A is what? It's at the top and it's to the what? Left. So A is the what? Top left angle. Which angle down here is in the same position?
E.
So I could say that A is equal to E. They are corresponding angles. A is equal to E. They are what? Corresponding angles. Would you agree with me if I say that B is the top right angle?
Yes,
Let
sir.
me know.
Yes, sir.
Which angle down here is in the same position?
F.
So B is equal to F. They are corresponding angles. Alright, so we have what? C and we have D. What is C equal to?
H.
Talk to me. C.
G.
Talk to me.
G.
G. And D is equal to what?
H.
D is equal to?
H.
Why?
But they're corresponding angles.
They are corresponding
Corresponding.
angles. Alright? Notice, I told that once you use angle properties, you must always what? Give the what? The reason. You could write it out fully if you want, or you could write it in shorthand. As long as it is clear that you are saying that these two angles are corresponding angles. Stay with me. Now, here I said that interior angles are angles which are formed between the what? The parallel lines. Alright, look over here. Which four angles are formed between the parallel line? Come on now. You have what? You have what? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Which four angles are between the parallel lines? C, D, E, and F. They are what? Between the parallel lines. Angles which are between the parallel lines are called interior angles. Now, two interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. The word supplementary means they add up to what? 180 degrees. Now, these two angles are called what?
Co-interior angles.
They are called co-interior angles. Tell me, well, D, C, E, and F, they are interior angles. Which two are on the right hand side of the transversal?
C and F.
So, this is the right hand side, C and F. C plus F is equal to 180 degrees. They are co-interior angles. Which two interior angles are on the left hand side of the transversal?
D and E.
Talk to me.
D and E.
So I would say that D plus E is equal to 180 degrees. They are co-interior angles. Stay with me. Now, the third thing that happens when parallel lines are cut by a transversal is alternate angles are equal. Now, alternate angles are formed when the parallel lines and transversal are used to write a Z. Alternate angles are sometimes called Z angles. Alright? Well, you shouldn't do it, but the idea of the Z angles will help the idea stick in your head. But when you write the reason, don't write Z angles. You must always write what? Alternate angles. So let us use our parallel lines and transversal to write what? Z. So I'm going to start here. I'm writing my Z. So this is half of the Z. So these two angles, these two lines form this angle, don't it? This angle here is what? D. Let's write the other half of the Z. The other half of the Z, don't it? And those two, the other half form this angle, don't it?
Yes.
Talk to me now?
Yes, sir.
The first thing I would say to you is that D is equal to F. They are alternate angles. And do not write Z angles. Do not write Z angles. You must say alternate angles. Let's write the back way Z. The back way Z will do what? Which angle that? C and what?
E.
Alright. C is equal to what?
E.
They are alternate angles. C is equal to E. They are alternate. Alright, that's how I shorten it. They are alternate angles. Ladies and gentlemen, there are other things up here that you need to be able to see. For example, A, B, C, and D add up to what? 360. They are angles at a point. A is equal to what?
C.
They are what?
Opposite.
Vertically opposite angles. A plus B is equal to what? 180. They are angles on a straight line. So there are other things there. But these three things do not occur unless parallel lines are what? Cut by a transversal. If you do not have parallel lines, you cannot have what? Corresponding angles. You cannot have what? Co-interior angles. And you cannot have what? These three things do not occur unless what? Parallel lines are what? Cut by a transversal. This is the theory. Now, let us look at some questions.
Yo.